Wonder Woman can arguably be called the third strongest, if not the second strongest, protector of Earth. Originally an Amazon and the Princess of Themyscira, Wonder Woman was introduced to human civilization when she helped the humans during World War II. Wonder Woman also had her fair share of multiple villains throughout her long history. Even though her rogues gallery is not as popular as Batman's or Superman's, she has her own share of supervillains ranging from Greek gods to evil scientists. Even among such a diverse list of villains, one name will catch your attention because she's the literal antithesis of Wonder Woman: Devastation. Just like her name sounds, was created with only one purpose: to bring devastation to Wonder Woman's life. In today's video, we will discuss the origins of this evil antithesis of Wonder Woman. But before we get started with the video, we have a small request for you. If you like our content, subscribe to us and like this video. It might be just a simple click for you, but it means a lot to us. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's get started. The birth of Devastation, a parallel path to Wonder Woman's extraordinary creation. Devastation is a dark mirror image of Wonder Woman. She was created the same way that Wonder Woman was created. If you're not familiar with Wonder Woman's lore, let us give you a brief description of how she was born. Hippolyta created her by molding the clay she found on Paradise Island's shores. Later, the Olympian gods blessed the clay with their powers, bringing it to life. Devastation was also born the same way as Wonder Woman. Cronus, the father of Zeus and his pantheon of gods, created her from the same clay that Wonder Woman was made from. The evil pantheon of gods blessed Devastation with their powers. Disdain gave her the power of beauty and the ability to bend any man to her will. Arch gave her the powers of being a cunning strategist. The Titan blessed her with the powers to cause earthquakes. Slaughter blessed her with the precision of Killer, which would give her the knowledge of how to kill anyone in the most painful way possible. Oblivion gave her the power to walk any living being's memories. Harrier gave her the power of speed, but she would be the fastest if she aimed to kill her enemy. Devastation was first introduced in Wonder Woman issue number 143. There, she was introduced as a college student in Gina's class. Gina was the granddaughter of one of the members of the Wonder Scouts, which Wonder Woman formed during World War II. Devastation introduced herself as Deva to the class. After she arrived in Belton, things started to go very wrong for the town. One of the students in their class attacked his teacher with a knife. Belton and Hartwell's soccer team had a fight that soon turned into a brawl, eventually becoming a full-blown war between the two cities. Gina realized that somehow Deva was involved in all of this. She went home to get her grandmother and leave the city in time. When Gina reaches home, she finds that her mother has killed her father for abusing her. She goes to her grandmother's room to get her. Her grandmother gives Gina a pendant and says that Wonder Woman gave it to her, and if anyone calls her by holding that pendant, she will come. Gina calls the hero and she arrives in the city to find it in chaos and tries to stop it. Gina meets the demigod and claims that she thinks Deva is behind all of these events. Diana confronts the young villainess, but she transforms into her real self and starts beating Wonder Woman. She shoots Diana in the stomach, and the demigod starts losing a lot of blood. She calls for her Wonder Dome and returns to her dome to fix herself. Inside the Wonder Dome, she calls for Cryon and asks him to fix her so she can go back to finish the unfinished business. Meanwhile, on Earth, Devastation has set forward her evil plan. She made everyone, including Gina, believe that Wonder Woman abandoned them. She also convinced the citizens of Belton to help her release uranium-235 gas in the winds, which would spread across the entire state as a revenge for the destruction of their town. Upon learning about Devastation's evil plan from the Oracle, Diana wears her gold armor and returns to Earth to stop the villainess. In a nuclear plant in Georgia, the citizens of Belton have assembled to launch a train filled with nuclear waste toward the city. The daughter of Zeus reaches the site and fights Devastation, but both seem to be evenly matched. Gina confronts Diana and accuses her of abandoning her people. Wonder Woman claims that she only went back to Wonder Dome because she was shot. But before Gina could do something, Devastation holds her at sword point. Wonder Woman saves her and moves her back to safety. Meanwhile, the train is about to to impact, but the Amazon princess lifts the train in time and takes it into the sky. The daughter of Cronus uses her brain and breaks the coupler of the train. The train falls to the ground, releasing nuclear gas upon impact. Devastation celebrates her victory as the nuclear fumes start rising into the air. But her happiness was short-lived, as Wonder Woman uses her Wonder Dome's technology to send the harmful gases into her dome. This neutralizes the situation, and Devastation runs away by prompting Wonder Woman to catch her if she can. Suddenly, the Oracle contacts Diana and tells her that 5 southern states are having a massive anti-federal response to the nuclear disaster. The director of the National Guard has announced that the National Guard as an independent force and is going against the presidential order. As it turns out, Deva is behind the civil disobedience in America. Meanwhile, Wonder Woman discovered that she has some gaps in her memory and asked Manhunter to help her. Manhunter tries, but is unable to help the demigod. So Diana uses time traveling and reaches back to the time of her birth. She witnesses her birth, but at the same time, she also witnesses the birth of Devastation. In the present, the cunning villainess manipulates a man into nuking America and assigns him to the coordinates that she wants to nuke. Wonder Woman also returns to the present. The Oracle informs her that the combined forces of the 9 survival groups are trying to take over the town of Gladiola, and the National Guard is trying to stop them. Wonder Woman rushes to Gladiola to stop the fight, but discovers that Devastation is behind all of the chaos. Devastation claims that this fight will burn down America, and Diana can do nothing about it. The warrior princess devises a plan to break the nearby dam and flood the town. The villainess mocks Diana for her futile attempts to stop the fighting and claims that she has already won the war. Meanwhile, a plane on board a nuclear weapon was above them, so Wonder Woman decides to stop it, but Devastation stands in her way and stops her from reaching the plane. The demigod tries her best to stop the plane, but she fails. The nuke falls on the ground, creating an impact that kills millions. Diana realizes that something is off and discovers that Deva is using her powers to mess with her memories. The demigod returns to reality and tries to stop the plane containing the nuke, but Devastation stops her again. She reminds Wonder Woman about how similar they both are. She also claims that they are nothing but weapons of the gods without any free will. Wonder Woman was created for the purpose of peace, and she was created for devastation. They are just serving their purpose. Diana reveals that she changed some events when she was in the past. She dropped a few drops of her blood on the clay that was used to create her. She claims that Devastation can change because she shares the same blood as the demigod, which means she has the power to choose her own path. But Wonder Woman's words did not falter the resolve of the daughter of Cronus. She still chose to destroy humanity. Thus, Diana is left with no choice but to kill her. She takes the nuke along with Deva deep into the ground, and the nuke blasts, killing off Devastation in the process. Wonder Woman returns to her Wonder Dome, but the body of the young villainess starts rematerializing again, revealing that she is still alive. The return of Devastation. Devastation was still alive after Wonder Woman presumably killed her. She makes another appearance in Wonder Woman issue number 156. She makes her way to the Wonder Dome, trespassing the dome's security controls. Diana was shocked at her appearance because she thought she killed her. Devastation claims she's only here to talk and doesn't want to fight. Diana doesn't trust her, but the young villainess starts crying, claiming she only did what she was born to do. She tried killing her and failed, but thanks to her, she received free will to make her choices. She also claims that her father died and starts crying, claiming that no one can understand her better than Diana. Diana comforts her and takes her to the Garden of Dreams. On reaching the Garden of Dreams, Deva shows her true colors and betrays Diana. She starts attacking Wonder Woman with her constructions. Later, she disappears from the Wonder Dome, revealing intention was to keep her busy. On Earth, Artemis was protecting Cassie Sandsmark, the new Wonder Girl under training. Artemis hears some noise and follows it to find it is from Wonder Woman's arrival. Artemis was relieved to see the demigod, but the warrior princess started attacking Artemis. Artemis is confused as to why Diana is attacking her. Eventually, Diana defeats Artemis, but Cassie wakes up and asks what this noise is about. This Wonder Woman turns out to be Devastation, and she kidnaps Cassie. The real Wonder Woman realizes the evil plan of the daughter of Cronus and rushes to Sandsmark's residence. Artemis is angry and starts attacking Wonder Woman. Diana claims that the one who attacked her was Devastation, who disguised herself as Wonder Woman. Meanwhile, in Deva's lair, she reveals that she kidnapped the young demigod because she's the only person who can kill Wonder Woman. Back at the Wonder Dome, Diana asks the Wonder Dome to search for Cassie. She finds her and saves her, but Cassie is devastated because she thinks everyone will call her a loser for being defeated. Artemis tells her to reclaim her honor by defeating her kidnapper. The Wonder Dome reveals Diana's location to Wonder Woman and Cassie. They both arrive, and Deva distracts Diana by throwing a tram full of people into the air. The demigod asks Cassie not to engage the villainess in a battle until she arrives, but the young demigod's rage has taken over her. She attacks Deva, but is beaten down and thrown into the water. When Cassie comes out of the water, she starts attacking the daughter of Cronus with all her might. She relentlessly kept throwing punches without holding back. Eventually, the villain fell to her own lowly methods to distract them by attacking innocent civilians. Thus, Diana goes and saves the innocent while Cassie fights Deva. She overpowers the villainess and brings her to her knees. Diana asks her not to forgive the cunning villain and finish her. But, to our surprise, the one Cassie has been fighting all along was none other than Wonder Woman. Deva has somehow infiltrated the young demigod's mind, and now she is making her see Wonder Woman as Deva and herself as Wonder Woman. Diana realizes this and asks the help of Wonder Dome to get inside Cassie's head. The Wonder Dome helps Diana infiltrate Cassie's mind. She finds Cassie's entrance inside her head and is about to reach out to her, but Deva stops her from reaching her. Wonder Woman starts fighting the villainess inside Cassie's mind. Meanwhile, outside, the young demigod was punching Diana relentlessly because she was seeing her as Deva. Inside her mind, Wonder Woman eventually reaches her essence, but to her surprise, Cassie's essence doesn't seem to recognize her. Later, her essence recognizes Diana and accuses her of thinking that she is a loser because she was defeated by Deva. She was afraid that they would not like her anymore. Wonder Woman comforts Cassie by claiming that no one hates her. She further claims that she has faith in her and loves her. This helps the young demigod break free from the illusion. She now sees the reality as it is and starts fighting the real Deva. Cassie defeats her and she runs away. Back at Sandsmark residence, Wonder Woman and Artemis congratulate her for her victory and claim that she is now worthy of the name of Wonder Girl. Devastation rises, unleashing chaos in Young Justice. Apart from the comic appearances, Devastation was also a part of the animated series called Young Justice. Here, her appearance is changed, and she is shown as a buffed woman rather than a little girl, which kind of makes sense. She made her first appearance in season 1 of the series, where she helped Killer Frost escape from Belle Reve. Their attempt was futile because Superboy came to the scene and stopped them. To stop Superboy, Killer Frost tries freezing him, but instead ends up freezing Devastation. Later, during season 2 of the series, Devastation captured Wonder Girl. Later, Wonder Girl fled with Batgirl, Miss Martin, and Bumblebee. Devastation tried stopping them, but ended up fighting Wonder Girl. Although she boasted that she could defeat Wonder Woman without breaking a sweat, she was easily defeated by Wonder Girl. During season 3 of the series, Devastation joined the team Onslaught under the leadership of Queen Bee and came into a relationship with Simon. In one of the stories, Simon disguised himself as Count Vertigo and Devastation as Henchy. They used their disguise to kidnap Perdita Vladek. They tried to escape with the help of a helicopter, but the team chased them down. They eventually landed in Taos Pueblo. There, Simon disguised as Vertigo tries to keep Perdita as his captive, but Perdita finds a way to attack Simon. This destroys the illusion that he had created. Devastation rushes to his rescue and fled the scene after finding Simon injured. Devastation's might, guarding the strength of Wonder Woman's shadowed counterpart. Since Devastation is the antithesis of Wonder Woman, she had a counter ability for all of Wonder Woman's abilities. Just like Wonder Woman was blessed with divine powers from the Olympian pantheon of gods, Devastation was also given divine powers by the evil pantheon of gods, led by Cronus. She possesses superhuman strength, durability, reflexes, agility, stamina, speed, and flight. Apart from all these powers, she also had the power to manipulate any man's heart. She used this power to single-handedly cause civil disobedience in America. She also could control anyone's memories and infiltrate anyone's head. We saw her use these abilities when she messed with Wonder Woman's memories during their final battle and infiltrated Wonder Girl's head. and made her fight her own friend and mentor. Apart from that, she also has the ability to metamorphosize. This ability allowed her to shapeshift into anyone she wished to be and seduce them with her beauty. She also possesses a cunning brain, which is able to come up with strategic ideas that help her stay 10 steps ahead of her enemies. Marvelous verdict. Since Devastation was created as an evil, dark mirror image of Wonder Woman, it was fair to assume that they were evenly matched. During her initial appearance, she gave the impression that she was stronger, faster, and even more smarter than Wonder Woman. She was like a chess player who had her moves planned out even before her opponent had thought of his move. But later down the line, her powers were toned down, and it appeared that she had somehow lost her cunning nature, which made her such a great antagonist. This was not even the worst. The Young Justice TV series showed Devastation in the worst way possible. She was made a prime antagonist of Wonder Girl instead of Wonder Woman and any other superhero that could take her down easily. This ruined her reputation and turned her only into a comedic relief. We wish James Gunn would use this underrated villain in his version of the DCU and make her a deadly antagonist of Wonder Woman. If this wish comes to fruition, who should play Devastation in the DCU? Let us know in the comments section. With that being said, if you like our content, like it and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.